we still have a lot of supplies. So all of these are not labeled stuff, and most of it is labeled. And those are big tools and stuff that do not need to be labeled. And your kit, of course, trash bag. I recommend, if you have a small trash bag like that, I recommend not only labeling it, but bringing another one. Now, you see, all of our stuff is from what the list gave us. Again, this is what the list look like. You can do your own little checklist. You can kind of see they left it off right there, trash bag. And of course, the stuff that they provide you with, the brooms and dustpans, cover trash can, wall clock, workstation, yeah. They left out a lot of stuff, as you can see. So no soap. Okay, they left out a lot of stuff, as you can see, that you will still need. Well, not really a lot, but this is my other trash bag. They didn't mention something to wipe all the hair with. As you can see, I had one of those, so you will need this for your hair cutting and blow drying section, of course. T-pins to secure each cape, because you don't ever want the cape to come off. So get these. These are lifesavers. Again, these are items that have been left off the TDLR list. They're not necessarily required, but I would recommend it. I would recommend you bringing it to make your life a lot easier. Next up, we have soapy water. That, of course, is for your manicure bowl. And I had two because I wanted to show you. I had two. Here's the other one. Because I wanted to make sure I had enough soapy water, enough to at least get the hand to sit in the soaking. So, of course, like I said, that it goes with that. And what I'm holding in my hand is a spatula, also a disposable applicator. Instead of using what I talked about, this is why I didn't use these popsicle sticks. I didn't know if they would work, but of course, anything to just get in there, scoop, and just discard it. So something similar to that. They also didn't mention wet wipes. I brought, well, not wet wipes, but Clorox wipes, disinfectant wipes. I brought those, of course. And I already mentioned the extra bags, but they're not really extra because you want to go ahead, kind of put stuff in each bag, like not only neatly and organized, but safely. Like some stuff you would, like the disposable stuff, if you would just have it out and you kind of just, when it's come to you using it or that section that you're using it, you pulling everything out, disposable thing will quickly drop on the floor or something. So you have them extra bags to kind of be there to help you with that. And put that down. Next up, you will see I have two different tapes. Again, I told y'all when I was in my test, my trash bag fell, and that is because I didn't properly secure it. I don't know if I docked any or if I got any points taken off from that, but make sure your trash bag is secured. I had my bag fall because I used blue tape. It doesn't really matter what tape you use, duct tape, painter tape like the one I use. I thought this was gonna be strong enough and good enough, but unfortunately it wasn't, because I didn't know that I needed a bigger bag. Basically, the trash bag that you see, I would recommend a bigger one, because this is not gonna hold. You're gonna start, after you start discarding stuff and putting stuff in here, it's gonna get heavier and heavier, and you're gonna be pulling on it, and you'll even see I got holes in it without even trying to make it look. It's not a hole. I got holes in it. I know I got holes in the other one for sure. Again, I had to get two trash bags, one for my manicure table and one for my workstation, but neither one of them were able to hold, even with the blue tape. I brought this type of tape too, but I noticed that it wasn't sticking onto the table or workstation that I was using, or the manicure table. So your best bet is duct tape or this tape. So that is not also mentioned, but you will need some tape, some good sturdy tape, strong tape. Okay, lastly, the towels. I'm gonna just go ahead and count the towels to make it easy for y'all. Of course, the towels gotta be clean. 1 towel, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's way more than what I thought. 10, 11, 12. We're at 12 so far. This is a whole different bag. Now, I can tell y'all not every one of these towels is needed, but it is to your benefit to bring as many towels as you can for not only wiping your station and when you're wiping off or removing facial cream or shaving cream. That's where a lot of these towels are for. You have, I want to say, 3 or 4 towels for your shaving cream, and 3 towels for shaving cream, and then 2 or 3 towels for your facial services. But like you see, there's already 12 towels right there. And not only that, but you need towels for around the neck, and your for your facial and for your shaving services. For you, so you know you have 1 around the neck, 1 outside of the drape, and 1 sitting on the drape to wipe with or on your manicure table. So again, you're just gonna need as many towels as you can get, and that's exactly what you see me do. I had, and I labeled clean towels on one end and the other soiled towels. So for when I was done with it, even though you're gonna discard these bags, you I would recommend putting them at the top of your trash bags whenever you're discarding stuff. That way you can go ahead and put towels in here and not be left with a mess like how I just was, because I didn't put them back in here. But again, like I said, you can bring these out and label clean towels with all your towels whenever it's time for that procedure. Again, I wrote soiled towels and clean towels, thinking that after I was done using the towel, I could just properly place it into that bag. But I just went ahead, and after I took the towels out, I put it in the trash and discarded them. So once you put anything in the trash and discard it, you would just leave it at that. And that's kind of what I did again. So we are at 12, and you can see they're still kind of wet just from sitting on the paper for a couple seconds. You can see that. But we're at 12 towels, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Still got T-pins in some of them. 21, 22, 23. And it's about 24 towels. So again, I went over the top with the towels because I very vividly remember taking off the shaving and facial cream on those services. I remember taking the cream off, or the stuff off, and being one of the last ones to do it, actually walking, because they mentioned they will, in items supplied, they will also let y'all have a water or a station, but along with your station, it's going to be like each station is going to have a place where you can shampoo, but the shampoo bowl, of course, is not going to be in use. You're just going to use the water whenever you need water, or hot water whenever you need to just act like you're steaming a towel or making hot towel. You're going to go over to one of the ones that they provide you, even though it says it doesn't provide or even though it's not mentioned in the items supplied by the vendor. But again, you will have to use wet towels. So I remember going back and forth after each time taking it off, and of course you want to do it safely by wringing the towel out. Don't want to drip water near the shampoo bowl or wherever you get your water from. It could be a sink or anything. You don't want to leave water in there that's showing that you're thinking or you're safely doing stuff in your procedures. So they'll be looking at that too. What else? I brought a lot of extra bags too, which I didn't even use, so it doesn't even matter if you do that. And that's about it. Like I said, we got the 5 drapes. I'm getting ready to kind of make everything easier for the next videos, but I'm gonna fold up the drapes and again organize everything for the next few videos, where I'll be putting everything in the bags, and for the videos after that, I'll be showing you the implements and how to use your tools for each procedure and each section. And again, guys, each one of these bags represents a section. I have it labeled from start to finish of how you will be doing them. Again, every test is, or mostly every test is universal, and they're going to be sticking with these same steps and they're going to go from pre-exam to a manicure, and after your manicure you'll have a shave. But before you move on to the next section of your facial service, they're gonna have you do the blood exposure incident, as if somebody was cut in your shave, or as if you cut your finger in a shave, which I learned you can do as well. But that, again, that's after your shave. So you got 1, 2, 3, and then that'll be the 4th one. All right, and after your blood exposure incident, you're gonna have your facial service. After your facial service, you're gonna cut the hair. Of course, haircut service, blow drying, and curling. Chemical application, and that's really nothing but just remember using the Vaseline. God, I can never think of that. The Vaseline, and going ahead putting it on the skin and scalp. Next up is the permanent wave, and then lastly is the single process color, and that makes it 10. But after that, to make it 11 steps, you'll basically be just putting everything up properly and disinfecting everything, which is again is your last section, which is disinfecting. And forgot the actual name for it, but I just know your 11th step will be cleaning everything and disinfecting and putting everything away. So I'm gonna go ahead and make everything easier for the next set of videos by organizing and folding them, and I'll get back with you guys in a sec.